Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with your most gracious host, me, Ted. Now, as part of my ongoing mini-series this month in regards to Ted's Booze Cellar and in regards to Oktoberfest, the big, beer and food festival in Germany, I'm continuing my search through the four main types of Erdinger German beer that you can find here in the UK. Now, last time out, we searched the wonders of Erdinger Weissbier, which I had reviewed before, but I felt like doing a revisiting of it for the first episode of this little four-part mini sub-series that we're doing for Oktoberfest. And today I thought we'd go on to the next version of Erdinger, one that I have also tried before, but unlike Weissbier, I haven't actually reviewed it before. And it's been a long time since I've had this one, about nearly a year and a half now since I've last had it. And even then I only had one bottle of it, and we are talking about Erdinger Kristall. So this one, whereas Weissbier is the one with beige, labelling and packaging on the bottle. This one is nice silvery, chromy sort of colour. So very attractive bottle. And yeah, it's 5.3%. So again, it's another beer that's quite sort of strong, compared to the standard kind of beer that you might find here in the UK. I think, generally speaking, as the longer I've done this series, the more I've found out that the strongest beers tend to usually be kept in bottles, and then the absolute strongest ones I've found so far have been the ones in cans. So I feel like there's a hierarchy between pints, bottles, and cans in terms of strength, but that might just be a bit theoretical, to be honest. But anyway, again, kind of like the last episode, I can't really read much of this because most of it, I think pretty much all of it, isn't labelling on the back is in German, so I'm afraid I can't really give much of an in-depth analysis of what this is about, but I'll try my best. Smells actually a little bit nicer than Weissbier, actually. This smell is probably about, I'd say, it's actually a really nice smell. It's probably like an 8.5 really in terms of the smell, but anyway, we'll never know what it's actually like until we taste it. So, bottoms up. I'm beginning to get where the name Kristall, which I'm guessing is German for crystal, comes into it, because whereas Erdinger Weissbier is a much more cloudy Germany wheat beer, this, while obviously still being wheat beer because it's Erdinger, is much clearer. And the beer it actually reminds me most of, if I was to compare it to something else, would probably be a slightly clearer version of it would sort of be a clearer sort of cross between Amstel, Erdinger Weissbier, and probably Birra Moretti, actually, weirdly enough. Yeah, no, this is a nice beer. It's a little bit lighter than Erdinger Weissbier. So for people who don't like particularly strong flavours, this is probably the one out of the Erdinger range that's for you. Not too strong, not too heavy. I'd say probably similar to Weissbier. It's probably good for all 6 of my categories. I think this is probably better to have with a wider range of meals than maybe Weissbier. And it's probably a little bit easier to have this as maybe your sesh drink, or maybe your pre-drinks. But again, it probably is one you want to savour a bit more and you really enjoy, so might sort of do away with that a bit. Might not necessarily be as good as a cooking drink, but it's just as good, if not possibly even slightly better, as to have couple with to like relax and decompress, or over a chat with your mates. So yeah, it's a good beer. It's flexible for a number of different sort of situations. It's a nice mix of different flavours, and it's definitely different to Erdinger Weissbier, to the extent that you can kind of tell it's a similar product, but it's not exactly the same. So yeah, no, it's nice. It's different. It's differentiating itself from its brothers and sisters. But yeah, overall, I'd say this is really nice. Definitely a buy. Definitely recommended for most people in most situations. And I'd give it a solid, respectable 8 out of 10. Really, really nice beer. Can't believe I didn't remember how nice it was, but yeah, I'm definitely going to buy this for myself again in the future. It is really nice. But yeah, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, share, and subscribe. Um, and if you have any suggestions for any future reviews I should do of food, drink, alcohol, or anything else, or just any kind of videos in general, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try and see what I can do. If you're interested, check out my other sort of like social media links, YouTube channels, live streaming channels, all that sort of jazz in the video description below. And as always, I hope you guys will drink responsibly, know your limits, stay safe, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.